Frequently Asked Questions, A Guide to Parkinson's Disease by the Parkinsons Foundation. Narrated by Marisha Tapera and Scott R. Pollak.
Chapter 1. Understanding Parkinson's. Introduction. People affected by Parkinson's disease, or PD, those living with Parkinson's, their family members, their friends, and the healthcare professionals that care for them, are all looking for answers to questions about the disease, its symptoms, and treatments. This audiobook is a compilation of the most frequently asked questions that the Parkinsons Foundation receives through its helpline. Some of these questions have simple answers, while others have complicated answers that are still evolving. While each question is answered as comprehensively as possible, it is important to note that Parkinson's is truly an individualized disease. Each person's experience with Parkinson's, including its symptoms and the rate at which it progresses, is different. Not all people living with Parkinson's will experience all of the symptoms and side effects discussed in this audiobook. Rather, each person may find that certain symptoms are more troublesome and may experience these symptoms at different points in the disease. If you have additional questions that you would like to discuss, please call our helpline at 800-4PD-INFO or email us at helpline@parkinson.org.
What is Parkinson's disease? Parkinson's disease, or PD, is a chronic and progressive movement disorder that involves the malfunction and death of vital nerve cells in the brain called neurons. Some of these dying neurons produce dopamine, a chemical that sends messages to the part of the brain that controls movement and coordination. As PD progresses, the amount of dopamine produced in the brain decreases, leaving a person unable to control movement normally. Parkinson's was originally described in 1817 by James Parkinson in his Essay on the Shaking Palsy. It is not considered a fatal disease, and the way it progresses is different for each person. Primary motor signs of Parkinson's disease include tremor, slowness, rigidity, and postural instability. Most people with Parkinson's also experience non-motor symptoms that may precede motor symptoms and a PD diagnosis by years. The most recognizable early symptoms include loss of sense of smell, constipation, mood and sleep disorders, and neurogenic orthostatic hypotension, low blood pressure when standing up.
How many people are currently living with Parkinson's disease? Worldwide, there are more than 10 million people living with Parkinson's disease. In the United States, as many as 1 million people live with Parkinson's, which is more than the combined number of people with multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy, and ALS. Approximately 60,000 Americans are diagnosed with PD each year. This number does not reflect the thousands of cases that go undetected.
What is the average age of PD diagnosis? The average age at which someone is diagnosed is 60. Incidence of PD increases with age, but an estimated 4% of people with PD are diagnosed before the age of 50. This is referred to as young onset PD. Although symptoms are similar, people with young onset PD often face different financial, family, and employment concerns.
Can Parkinson's be cured? The answer is no, not yet. However, many symptoms of Parkinson's disease can be treated, and researchers are making advances in understanding the disease, its causes, and how to best treat it.
What is Parkinson's versus Parkinsonism? Because there are no definitive diagnostic tests for Parkinson's, the diagnosis can sometimes be unclear. The term Parkinsonism is a generic descriptive term that refers to the whole category of neurological diseases that causes slowness of movement. This category includes
Sample complete. Ready to continue?